Positive impact for me is the output measure of the way your business can operate. It doesn't matter what sort of business you're in, there is a way of creating impact both for obviously your shareholders, your employees, but in fact the communities that you touch and serve. And I think the quote early on from the Abraham Lincoln piece, which is to the people, for the people, by the people, increasingly is a mantra that business has to think about. It's not just about the narrow stakeholders we've been traditionally thinking about. It's about really the impact that you can measure more broadly. We've come to this really after 10 years of practice without having a name for it. For us it was just about strategy and how do we grow the business. They were our questions. Positive impact was part of the strategic answer to how do we grow the business, because we wanted people to want us to come. And if that's the answer to your question, then you've got to find mechanisms to make that happen. If people want you, then there's got to be something in it for them. So I think that the tangibility of shared value for us was really the answer to our core strategic question, how do you get growth? And I think now that there's a lot more academic rigour around it, if you like, it's got a frame of reference, but I think for many companies, positive impact is how do you grow your business, how do you do it in a sustainable way, and how do you do it in a way that makes your customers also want to keep doing business with you in a very crowded and changing world. And I think all business needs to be thinking about that. I think an event like this is important because it brings together lots of the different players. It brings together government, private sector operators, NGOs, to be in the room, asking the questions, hearing the same thing and probably distilling what they need out of it and then being able to talk to each other. I would say to an organisation that's not there yet, are you asking yourselves the right questions? Because if your strategy hasn't caused you to ask the question, how do I create more positive impact from my business, then you're probably missing a core piece of your overall long-term business agenda. My question would be, perhaps, are you asking yourselves the right questions?